Hey, Coach AJ here in the building, and I just want to take a quick second to kind of touch base with you guys. So, I do what I do, which is coach awesome people every day because I want everyone to live the best quality life that they can. So, that made me think about program design and like everything that goes into what I do and how I can do it better. So, for example, obviously, I'm here now talking to you so that you can take something from it and improve your life. However, when we think about the types of exercises we should be doing to get the results we want, we have to look at what the extremes look like, assuming you were to do it for perpetuity, right? Because I want all of my clients to work with me for the rest of their lives. It's not something I want people to do for a phase or a month here, a month there. This is most of my clients I've had for years. So I expect most of my clients to also be working with me for years. And the one way to really focus in on what the result that we want is, we want to look good, feel great, right? You want to look great, feel great, look great, feel better, right? And we want to have longevity. I think about people who are into bodybuilding, as I dabble in bodybuilding, but I'm not a bodybuilder in the least, right? And the reason for that is because it is extremely stressful on the body. You know, I've been able to transform my body. However, I've also, while I was transforming my body, got a lot of joint pain, tendon pain. You know, like putting a lot of stress on the body is not a great thing when you're doing it consistently. So how do we find a happy medium? And so I'm doing a lot of research. I looked at all the great bodybuilders, and it's kind of depressing when you look at what they look like at their peak versus what they look like now. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with a few of them. I'm not going to drop any names. However, what I do find is that those who still have mobility, their exercise technique and intensity is way different than it was when they were trying to compete. And so most of my clients are professionals. They don't want to compete. They just want to look great. They want to feel great. They want to be able to hang out with their kids for years and not have to worry about, throwing their back out. They want to be able to maximize the efficiency of their time because they work 8, 10, 12 hours a day, some 14, some 16 hours a day. And so when I come into their life, it's okay, I only have this much time, I have these goals, and I want to do it in an efficient manner. So, said all that to say this. When you look at what bodybuilders do today, what do? A lot of them are doing yoga, a lot of them are doing body weight training, a lot of them doing mobility, flexibility. Their focus is a little bit different, and it's because they've had the experience, they have the perspective to know that yes, looking great is awesome. However, longevity-wise, there's something usually has to give. And one of the ones that I've always looked up to, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's now pretty much plant-based, if I'm not mistaken. He also practices yoga. He doesn't lift crazy, and he still tries to remain relatively fit. And I basically have that end goal at the beginning of all of my clients' program design. So, for example, and I'll show you guys in a little bit what a routine may look like. I like to do a yoga flow to start the workout. I like to do a yoga flow to end the workout. That's it. I don't do hours of yoga. I know like Iyengar yoga is really great, and it's a little intense and it's really progressive and it takes a lot of dedication. However, if we're talking about maximum efficiency, using your time to really get the most results that you can, we have to find a really happy balance. We have to choose the best moves, the most efficient moves that's gonna give you the most bang for buck. And that is exactly what I do for myself and my clients to just stay healthy, feel strong, and look great. So, I want you guys to put in the comments, what are your thoughts on what a proper balance looks like? And I'm gonna show you what I think a proper balance looks like. Let's go. All right, so we're going to start on the mat, and we're gonna do just a nice basic yoga flow. Nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy. It's gonna take you through some of my most favorite moves, and I want you guys to implement it and let me know how you feel after doing it. A lot of training and just fitness is also just about having a lot of awareness. How do you feel before and after the workout, before and after the movements? most of the time, my clients feel way better after the workout, even if it's challenging, than they did before, because I'm really allowing their bodies to move through a proper range of motion and really get that heart rate up in just a nice way, especially if it's during quarantine and most of you guys are sitting home, stagnant, forward shoulders at a computer all day. You need to do stuff that's gonna make you feel great. So without further ado, let's get into it. I like to start pretty much all my workouts in a child's pose. So we're gonna be right here, toes touching, heels back, hips by the heels, and we're just gonna reach forward. I'm also gonna pull up my pants so you guys don't see my butt crack, because that's not professional. All right, here we go. So you're gonna be right here, and you're just gonna reach forward. And this is ground zero right here. This is where you feel that stretch in the shoulder, you feel that stretch in the top of the foot, the hips, and you just breathe. Take a couple deep breaths. And then I like to also walk my hand to one side, because that'll get into the lats. And a couple deep breaths, and the same thing on the far side. Right, so this is gonna be a great way to get into the lats and the shoulders. And then after that, we bring it back to neutral. I'll rock forward into a cobra or up dog, depending on how mobile your lower back is. And then I'll tuck the toes and push into a down dog. Right, nice tall spine, spreading the fingertips. From here, I'll take that step forward. This is one of my favorite stretches right here. I should move back a little bit. And then I would twist and open. Come back to neutral, push into that down dog again, and then you're gonna switch. And you rotate again. Right? And you push back, and you swoop under into that cobra or up dog. You're gonna push back into that child's pose and recover. Now, depending on your fitness level, you'll do that a couple times or maybe just once. And basically every time you do it, you'll find that you have increased range of motion. Those few simple moves: open up the chest, get that thoracic cage rotation happening, opens up the hips, the hamstrings, the quads. I think it hits pretty much everything. I'm sure there's obviously more moves that you can do. However, we're talking about efficiency, get in, get out. That's it right there. So after that, you would go into your workout, which usually starts with core and then everything else. So one of the core moves I like to do are Russian twists. And the reason for that is it forces you to have more stability for your core, so your feet are off the ground and you're gonna reach for one side and then reach for the other. And you're just gonna do this for about 10 reps. So touching the ground on each side 10 times. I often lose track, so let's say that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. And that's gonna be a really simple core exercise you guys can do. If that's a little challenging, just gonna hold your feet up like this. Take one hand off, take the other, try to stabilize and balance. This is gonna be great for the core. If that's too tough, that's fine, let's bring it down. One of the other big things about my training style is I like to make it very tailored to the individual. I don't really believe in cookie cutter workouts because everyone is individual, and most people, whether they want to admit it or not, have some type of ailment, some type of something that we need to adjust for or tailor to them, to their body. So let's go to the next set of movements. So I like to do nice and simple crunches, just engaging the upper core mostly. And this is just level 1, reaching for the knee. If this is too easy for you guys, I'd say pick the feet up, reach for the shins. This is gonna let you engage your abs a little bit more and should feel great. I am personally gonna go into my workout next, which is gonna start with shoulder presses, body weight, because I'm trying to build up my upper body strength, because I wanna kinda look like a bodybuilder without going too crazy because I don't have like a big head. I got like a skinny neck. I can't just be all jacked and swole with a peanut head. So a lot of it for me is about proportion. So I'm just gonna turn the camera this way to this wall here, and you guys will see my handstand push-ups. All right, so let's see how this goes today. These are always a little tough for me. I usually try to go for 5 at a time. I kick up to the wall. Take 2. I kick up to the wall. And press. Alright, not so bad. And then I'll superset that with push-ups. So it's push, then push, just to make it a little tough on myself. So after those, got my push-ups. And I like to do diamond to really focus on the triceps. Nice and easy. Ten diamond, then 10 wide. And this is just to make sure we're hitting all of our chest muscles, right? The close and the outer. And that is round 1. All right, so since I'm trying to show you guys the best exercises you can do, we're gonna pick it up a notch, because really, the best exercises is whatever challenges you and gets you to the next level, honestly. It's not about anything super fancy, it's about what can you do today, and then what can you do tomorrow, right? So, you already did the simple crunches, let's pick it up a notch. So, we're gonna do what I like to call cross crunches. Just gonna have your arms wide, and you're gonna reach for the opposite leg with your opposite hand. The little pause at the top, and switch. Nice and easy. Next, bicycle legs. Super simple, but very effective. You're gonna have your fingertips on the ears. I don't want you pulling on your neck. So you're here, feet up right here, knee to elbow. 2, 3, 4. And then hold. 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. That's the core exercise. I'm gonna go do my shoulder press. I'm gonna show you guys a regression as well, and then the push-ups again. So I'm gonna do my version, then what you should do if you can't kick up just yet. All right, take 3. I need to practice those a lot because those are really hard. But no worries, we have a bed right here. So I'm gonna show you the regression. So feet up on the bed. I like to dig the toes into the bed. Hips high. And press from here. Nice. You'll definitely feel those just as much as anything else. I'm gonna do those close, then wide, and that is the round. And this is great upper body routine that you guys can clearly do from anywhere. Easy 10 and 10. And then wide. Round 2 down. Typically, I have everyone do 3 rounds. That way your body really gets it. And then you move on. Nice and simple to the point. So you see I'm already sweating a little bit. Get to it. Get your free 21-day program as well. And I'll see you soon.